Hey guys, welcome back. It's your girl Chantelli, and thank you guys so much for tuning in. I am back today with a quick upload that I wanted to go ahead and upload to you guys this lovely Saturday. Hope everyone is enjoying their Saturday so far and off to a great start of the weekend. But real quick, what the message I wanted to go ahead and relay today is basically, what are you feeding your spirit? And what I mean by that is basically like, what are you putting into your mind and soul on a daily basis. And this can relate to a lot of things. So it almost kind of relates to my last message in my last video. If you haven't yet checked it out, definitely go check it out. But it definitely refers to that video as well, with the what you attract is what you are, almost similar to that. So basically, like, for example, if you're watching negative things or listening to negative things, you're going to, feed your spirit negative energy. And basically that's going to give you that decision making of making negative decisions. So let's say, for example, like, with the music nowadays we have, like, if you're out here listening to like music that is influencing you to have multiple women or to have multiple men, then 9 out of 10, if you're steady listening to this kind of music, it's going to influence your decision making to do that. But if you're over here listening to, let's say, just one person that you just want to be with, or just one guy, girl, whatever that you want to be with, being faithful, loyal, whatever, that's going to influence your spirit and mind to want to do those things. Does that make sense? So whatever you're like listening to or watching really does play a big role on your everyday decision making. So that's like, for example, if you're watching movies like a bunch of serial killer movies, like you're just literally watching that on an everyday basis, and that's all you watch or whatever. Now, if you're watching that all the time, 9 out of 10, your mind is gonna be like, okay, like getting paranoid to the point where you're gonna be thinking, man, like, what if this person's like a serial killer, or man, I gotta really be careful, or this and that. Like, it's just gonna really make you think things and make your decisions almost based off of those things that you've been watching in those serial killer series. Like, if you're watching way too much of it, like, I've learned with personal experience that what you listen to and what you watch really does affect the way you think and the way you live. So, like, let's say for me, for example, like when I used to watch like a bunch of like love stories, romances, like I was just all about like Vampire Diaries, Twilight, all of that stuff. Like, basically, like, if I'm watching it all the time on a daily basis, that's all I'm going to long for. Like, that's all I'm going to be out here looking for. Like, man, I just really want a relationship. I just really, I'm just going to feel lonely. Like, I'm just going to get to a point where it's just going to be like, okay, I need romance, because that's all I'm feeding my spirit. It's about romance, romance, and romance. But if I'm over here watching, let's say, inspirational movies, motivating movies that's just like empowering and making me want to just like, get up and do something like, really good with my life, it's going to influence me to do that. Like, because that's what I'm putting into my head. That's what I'm like feeding my soul. And it also goes to, with the basis of reaping what you sow also like I be mentioning in my last videos. So if you're over here sowing bad seeds, like just awful seeds in the ground, like you're just doing terrible things, when those seeds decide to sprout, you're gonna get a bad plant. Like, that plant's just gonna be all like ugly, and not ugly, but like it's just gonna be messed up, and it's just not gonna like look right. Like, it's just gonna be all bad because it's bad seeds. Like, it's just gonna give out negative things and negative seeds. But if you're over here like planting like good seeds, you're a good person, you're doing great things, and you're doing just everything possible to make those seeds like brilliant, then those seeds are gonna come out, to a beautiful flower or rose or whatever. But that's basically the same thing as you reap and you sow. So that's what I'm trying to get. Hopefully this message is making sense, y'all. But basically it's just saying that you need to really be careful what you watch and what you listen to, because it really does play a big part on the way you think. Like I said, if you're on a journey right now where you're trying to stay away from certain things, like for example, let's say you have an addiction, like you are struggling with, I don't know, marijuana use or, some kind of drug or whatever that you're really, struggling with. If you are watching movies on a daily basis with drug use, alcohol use, or whatever, 9 out of 10 is going to keep influencing you to keep drinking and to keep doing drugs. But if you're watching movies where, you're avoiding alcohol, you're avoiding any type of like drug use or any of that, then it's going to influence you to, not think about those drugs, not wanting to even do it. And you're just going to be like, okay, I'm not even thinking about doing that because, I'm not watching that kind of stuff. It's not being steady, put in your head by watching those kind of movie shows or whatever. And same goes with the music. So if you listen to music, it's like, yeah, let's go get crunked, or let's go like, smoke this, smoke that, let's get high, let's get tore up. It's going to influence you to go out and get tore up and party and, just do all of those things that they say in the song. But if you listen to some music that's like motivating you and not influencing you to go get high or let's go try this new stuff or this or that, then 9 out of 10, you're going to stop doing those drugs and you're not even going to think about wanting to do those drugs because you're not constantly listening to that kind of music. So hopefully this message made sense to you guys, because like I said, I personally have dealt with, learning that you really have to be careful with what you watch and what you listen to, because it really does play a role in your spirit. Like you can tell the difference when you listen to this kind of music compared to this kind of music. Like you could just feel the different energy in your soul when you listen to different stuff and when you watch different stuff. I'm telling you, y'all. So I hope this message helps someone today. And yeah, that it makes sense. Like I said, you could just really refer to, like I said, God even says it himself, you reap what you sow. I feel like that's a really good reference to this, because like I said, if you're putting in negative things, you're going to put out negative decision making and negative energy. But if you're putting in positive things and doing positive things, you're going to put out positive decision making and positive energy. Like it all plays all in that same, like motion cycle or whatever, though. But I hope you guys enjoyed this message, y'all. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you're not yet subscribed to my channel, definitely go ahead and hit that subscription button down below. It's totally free to subscribe, so definitely subscribe. Hit the like button, share this message if you know someone who is struggling on, what they need to do to feed their spirit, good things, bad things, or if they just need to hear, hey, I really need to stop doing this. Maybe that's why I haven't, changed, because I'm still over here listening to this. Like, how am I expect to, change to this kind of person if I'm still listening to this kind of music or out here hanging with these kind of people? Because it also could go to what the kind of people you're hanging with too. Like if you're hanging with these crowd of people, then it's going to influence you to be that kind of way. So it all plays a factor, guys. It all plays together. So but hit that thumbs up, definitely share this video, definitely check out my last videos if you haven't yet checked them out. I love you guys so much, and I look forward to seeing you guys in my next video. At 36 subscribers right now, thank you guys. I really do appreciate you guys. We're gonna definitely try to get to 40 by the end of October or even more. But share this message so we can get these subscribers up for you, girl. But thank you guys again for tuning in, and I will see you guys in the next video.